SWEGTA.
Well, alright everybody, so today we'll be doing the impossible. Yes, I will be unironically, seriously, without any jest, be defending Stephen Ogg. A while back I put out a video that has gained quite a bit of attention, where I explain why GTA fans have been turning on Stephen Ogg. And in this video I basically make the case that he's been pretty rude to fans over the years. I think the worst example of that would be this.
Give us some cool stuff like that Trevor did.
We got a heavy in-depth interview going here, as you can tell. Can I what?
Can you...
What?
Like...
What?
Can you do us... That's awesome!
There we go. See how easy it is? I just have to be rude.
Yeah.
The second criticism that I provided in this video is that Stephen Ogg has a Cameo page, right? So on this page, you can request a video by paying him $130 and having him channel the Trevor from GTA V energy. His page even advertises this as a thing that he loves to do, so you'd think that he'd happily oblige, because the page even says so verbatim, he'll happily oblige. The thing is though, Stephen Ogg was not a fan of doing this. It's clear from the videos that we've seen in the past that he doesn't like it when people refer to him as Trevor from GTA V. He corrects people often and says, yeah, I'm Stephen, I'm not Trevor. Stephen is, who I am. Trevor is a character that I portrayed in this video game, and as actors, and then he goes on to explain what an actor is.
As actors, you portray different characters, and it would be literally impossible for me to be a cartoon. I mean, literally impossible for me to be a cartoon. Like, I can't be. And even other characters, right? That's an actor's job. So, I need to get that off my chest. I just sometimes don't understand.
So there was this wave of videos kind of criticizing Stephen Ogg, and my video was one among them, one of the ones that actually got a decent amount of attention. So it is entirely possible that Stephen Ogg caught wind of that, maybe not necessarily my video, but overall the wave of backlash that was happening at that time. And as a result, I think he has mellowed out a bit over the years. He's actually attending some gaming conventions now along with the other main cast of GTA V, and I've even seen some videos on his Cameo page where he does play the role of Trevor. Somebody requests a video, they pay him $130, and he obliges. Maybe not happily, but nevertheless, he does the thing that he advertises. So that's an improvement, and I think he deserves some credit for that. You might not be the happiest sport when it comes to this, Stephen, but at the same time, I think that it's a good sign when you actually take some of the criticism to heart and learn something from it. So props for that. But like I said, Stephen Ogg has been attending gaming conventions, and at one point there was this content creator, I think this TikToker named Harrison Ship, who decided to ask the entire GTA V main cast, like the three protagonists, Ned Luke, Solo, Stephen Ogg, he decided to ask them what they think about GTA VI. At a first glance, I think this sounds like a reasonable concept for a video. Like, okay, you're gonna ask the GTA V guys what they think about GTA VI, cool. The thing is though, we know what Stephen Ogg thinks of GTA VI, and he doesn't care about it at all.
How excited are you for GTA VI?
I feel nothing inside.
Really?
I'm not a gamer.
Really?
Yeah, I've never played video games.
Have you ever played GTA V at all?
No.
No.
Dude, he just told you he's never played video games, and he has no interest in them at all.
So I feel absolutely nothing.
The interview also has some other parts that are just really awkward and like, it's not good.
So who am I here with?
I have to tell you who I am. Bad start.
I'm here with Stephen Ogg.
There we go.
What's like your biggest regret then?
Man, these are just... This isn't low-hanging fruit, is it?
I guess not.
Right off the bat, you've annoyed this guy. Now, in all fairness, I don't think Stephen Ogg is the most difficult person on the planet to annoy. The thing is, though, you're not gonna do this Nardwar thing where you're like, who are you? And they excitedly say, I'm da-da-da-da-da, and then you get into the deep questions and have this really interesting conversation. You're just gonna approach Stephen Ogg and say, like, hey, can I have a minute of your time for an interview for TikTok? And he's like, yeah, I guess. And then immediately it's like, who are you? You just approached me asking me for my time. You probably know who I am. What do you think about GTA VI? I don't care at all about it. It has no meaning to me at all. Are you not even a little bit excited? No, I don't play video games. What video games have you played? I just told you I don't play video games. So why am I coming to Stephen Ogg's defense? Well, number one, if you're gonna be interviewing somebody, then you probably know a bit about them, right? And the questions you have prepared, or at least memorized, you're gonna have some kind of vague idea of what the answer will be. If you know anything about Stephen Ogg, it's that he doesn't care about GTA, he doesn't really care about the character of Trevor, he doesn't really care about this whole gaming community thingamajig that we got going on. He's an actor, he played a role, it became a massive thing, and now he's at this convention. So when you ask him, what do you think about GTA 6, you know what the answer is gonna be. You're just there to bother him so you can get some kind of reaction for a video. So yeah, I think the interviewer is being very disingenuous in this clip, and I believe this is why Solo immediately swoops in and tells you to shut the fuck up.
Best analogy is like someone said yesterday, at one point you should play GTA V. I said, why? They said, because it's so great. And I said, well, one day you should read Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment. And he went completely blank.
Shut the fuck up.
Do you know who Dostoevsky, Fyodor Dostoevsky is? So there you go.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm actually gonna give Shawn some bonus points for this. When he notices that Steven is getting annoyed, he also tells Steven to shut the fuck up. He physically intervenes, puts himself between the two people having this tense conversation and tells them both, shut the fuck up.
Why don't you read that?
You're right.
Are you excited about that book coming out?
No,
Not
fuck
he has
that
a new
book.
By far the most relatable human being ever. I also find it relatable when he tells Steven to shut up when he's like, have you read Dostoevsky? Have you read Crime and Punishment? I don't think so. What if he actually had? Like, what if this TikToker would tell you, yeah, I did. And my favorite chapter is da-da-da, and he would actually like list off verbatim a quote from the book. You know what, Steven? The next time I get my monthly YouTube paycheck, I'll buy the book, and I'll read it. And after that, I'll DM you my review on Instagram. I know you're not gonna read it, but it's the thought that counts, is it not? And if you can convince even one person in the Rockstar community to embrace the literary arts, then is that not a win? Alright, so Steven just exits the conversation immediately after all this awkwardness.
This has been wonderful. Thanks. Bye.
Initially, when I saw this being posted on Reddit, YouTube, and Twitter, I saw a lot of people defending Stephen Ogg and saying that, yeah, the interviewer knows what he's doing and this is pretty obnoxious. But it seems like the wind has shifted a bit, and there is, to their credit, a point being made that I think has some validity to it. And the argument they're making is, if Stephen Ogg has no interest in any of this, then why attend these gaming conventions? You know, if he doesn't like it when people ask him about GTA 6, then why attend a convention with other GTA actors? And I think that's fair. It's a given that that's gonna happen, but I do think that this interview in particular is obnoxious. Again, you know what the answer is gonna be, you know you're gonna annoy him, you know that you're gonna get nothing out of it, aside from potentially a meltdown, and that's something else that I want to talk about. Alright, so I want to preface this section by saying that this is not me destroying LegacyKillaHD. I actually like Michael, we get along, he's always been nice to me in private, so this is not that. Nonetheless, I did see Michael put out a video called Trevor Actor Meltdown over GTA 6 Request. Feels nothing for cartoon GTA characters. Now the title of this video is obviously in reference to the interview that we just saw. Despite that, most of this video actually consists of clips that I covered in my Why GTA Fans Don't Like Stephen Ogg Anymore video. So most of Legacy's video consists of old clips that are not super relevant right now, and what's being implied by the title, I think is dishonest. There was no meltdown in the video. You know what the title implies, you know the impression you're giving the audience, and even in the title, you reference that he feels nothing. That's a quote from the interview, so you're specifically referring to this video in which there is no meltdown. Now, you might say, well, SWEGTA, maybe Michael's referring to the cameo videos that Steven put out. You know, the cameo videos where he's visibly upset, maybe that's the meltdown in question. Okay, well then explain this. Video description. Grand Theft Auto 5 actor Stephen Ogg recently had an outburst in a $140 video, it's actually $130, that a fan paid for. See, the thing is, he didn't. Like, I've looked at his cameo page, he's just like wishing people happy birthdays. Like, he's doing the video requests, he's doing the thing that he's advertising, so like, what's the problem? The video description specifically states recently. As of late, like, not too long ago this happened. But the video cameos in question happened 3 years ago. That is not recent, Michael. If or when Stephen Ogg throws another tantrum, we can talk about that. But until then, framing your video as though he recently had a meltdown in a cameo video that happened 3 years back despite you claiming that it's recent, along with the video title referencing an interview that he recently did wherein he has no meltdown whatsoever. It just seems so disingenuous. Like, people want this guy to be pissed off so they can make videos being indignant about how he's being rude to fans. I made my own video on this, and in that video I specifically wish him well. I'm like, I hope you learn from this and grow as a person and that people can move on. This is not that. This is just milking the slightest bit of attitude for content. And I actually feel kind of bad making this video because I don't want to make it seem like I have anything against Michael. I don't. I'm asking you, LegacyKillaHD, can you please not do this? Okay, so with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, for my next trick, I'm gonna defend Stephen Ogg making a child cry.
What?
Wow! You cold, man.
I think this is awesome. I feel kind of bad for the kid, I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, this is just one of those things where you do everything right and it just doesn't pan out. It's just one of those little things in life, Steven. I think my favorite part is when Stephen Ogg offers the kid a hug, just like, no, it's okay, and the kid just like recoils in fear.
Man, give him a hug, man. Give him a hug, man. Oh, man. Oh, shit. What the hell you just do to him, man?
So there you go, I've defended Stephen Ogg on 2 occasions. But just to reiterate some points, yes, I do think that it's a valid criticism to point out that Stephen Ogg is attending these gaming conventions despite having no interest in GTA or gaming at all. However, the interviewer is fishing for a reaction, and I do think that that's pretty dishonest. And finally, yes, Stephen Ogg comes off a bit pompous in this interview. The thing is, though, Stephen Ogg has always been this artsy, kind of more cerebral actor, so it's kind of a given that he's going to ask you a pretentious question like, have you read Crime and Punishment? No. Well then checkmate, atheist. It's just silly, but if you don't agree with anything that I've said so far, or you have some kind of totally different perspective on this, then maybe there's some common ground where we can both agree that Shawn made a good point when he said,
Shut the fuck up.
Anyway, that's it for this video. You folks, as always, stay classy. Peace. Thank you to all the channel members who support my videos. Ben Struble, Wagrimsrud, Jake Johnson, Yippee, Green X, Riley Who, Wardog1220, Zarpies, XX2, Bardy Official, Majin151, Super Wide Cat, Rally Baked 24, Cartel 14, Volts, Golden Stripes, Sean McCabe, Don Hatter, Crimson Mask, Jamcast, Nick Skis, Christian Skovgard Nielsen, Mr. Synonym, Mikey G, Vader 89GG, Maisie, I'm Resolution, Kalen, Lettuce Grilled Bacon, Linked, Bean Curd for Gwandi, Cobalt Mischief, Senpai Walk, Mojave Moron, Username, Excessive Beats, Keon B, The Outsider Jess, J Torok, Dino Bajik, Adrian BC, DN0001, Hustla 818, Gavin McKinstry, Stabbing Procedure, The Qua, Kodox Magnum, Delinquent, Joe Bad 56, Slappin, Bobo Dex, Jorge Alonso, name inserted here, Smash Rat the Spice, URL Ratalada, Josh Matheson, Aiden Jensen, Jill Owls, Doomer Crusader, Capybara in a Coal Mine, Duvid, Bintang Ramadan, Mosh Nations, Not a Good Name, Mirjam, Yarp Yarp, Graffin, Rockefeller Plaza, Sting, iExpert GTA, Moonshop, Hello Sunshine, Green Entity, Jack is Jack, Kenshikan, Kansen, Kani Mikey Va, OFWG KTA 24, Mickey, Galaxy Snake, Soup Newbie, Wusu, Stovework, Jack Bolt, Xenia, Soup XOG, Peace Some Cake, Colin Asmus, Riho, Parmesan, Ryan Reno, Saputra 29, Twiggy Armstrong, insert name here, Mew in the Dark, Undead Warrior, TGBMDR, CER, Christina, Surface, Trippy Boxer Dog, Peter, The Human Cheese, Mukul, Botched Eye Surgery, Mr. Crazy D, Retro X Magic, Fet YK, KK Abby Walker, The Hobman, Unique Username, Yash, Austin Williamson, Frisky, Ali Sense, What Are You Talking Be, RKFU Gaming, Ravioli Time, Ferris Chanovic, My God, GTR, Sheik Jawad, Dino G, Board Gamer, The Polar Bear Bullshittery, JQ Vast, Walter Peterson, Jordy, TH Donnie, The Thunderbird, Spender, Pierre Devu, Soupy, Sportcat Soda, Nova 6669, Igor Jardim, Joe Knows, King Eddie, Tim Arcu, Radical 265, and Jilly Cat. Thank you for your support. Hope you all have an awesome day. Peace out.